Oh, okay. Let's go. Back into it. So we got Sparg0 versus Sonix. Okay, this will be interesting. I've actually not watched a whole lot of Wi-Fi brackets, but I imagine, considering how notable these guys are, this is something that you see pretty commonly in these kind of brackets. So let's go ahead and get into this and see how this looks. This will definitely be interesting to watch. All right. So the thing is, like, it's going to be kind of hard to react and put out these beefy hitboxes against Sonix. But I can... Oh, okay, I see what he does. So he sets up with his neutral B on the... Sparg0 sets up neutral B on the ground so he kind of deal with spin dash. That makes sense.
So, I mean, so the Cloud Sonic matchup. I'm not really sure what to make of this online. I mean, offline, it's one thing. You can play Sonic a couple of different ways. Anyone who's seen 6WX is certainly can attest to that. Online, you play Sonic a very specific way. So
absolutely.
How does Cloud negotiate that?
So the big thing is Cloud's got a lot of things that he can exploit on Sonic. Mainly, like, the two big weaknesses is, like, sometimes getting off the ledge and Sonic landing. Like, everyone, like, notoriously Sonic has always had, like, sus landing options. And the great thing about Cloud is his amazing advantage state whenever he has someone in a juggles position. So, as we saw, like, the majority of the percent came from Sparg0 was from juggling Sonic. So, it's really going to come down to how well he plays at ledge and how well he traps Sonic's landing.
So, basically what you're looking for is, just try not to get baited out by stuff, and hopefully bait Sonic into your stuff, perhaps like jumping into that up air, that infamous up air to take you off of the shortest ceiling in competitive ult.
Oh, absolutely. Wait, this has the shortest ceiling?
I believe it's tied.
I'm actually not sure on that.
Pokemon Stadium, I believe, is tied for the shortest stadium in competitive ultimate with Yoshi's Story. If anyone wants to fact check me, by all means.
Okay, I'm actually not sure on that one. But right now,
it's considered,
wow.
you don't think about it because it's considered a neutral stage.
Yeah, you wouldn't think about that.
Yeah, but it really is just because of the platform layout. Like, this is the new Smash.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Sparg0 is doing a great job of landing, but then he eats a back air. That was like the perfectly placed back air ever. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but whether or not he got the stock. But here we go. He whiffed the grab, goes back to resetting neutral, just wants to spin over the ledge. Oh god, okay, Sparg0's going for a ride. Goes ahead and leads back in neutral, throws out the dash attack, the whiff punish, the whiff grab. He's actually calling out when Sonix wants the grab. Like, every time he thinks he's going to do anything aggressive, he just kind of jumps back and puts out something meaty. Because if he shields, he's going to be able to block it and just kind of set up that way. And so, like, either way, it's a safe way to play neutral, because if he commits the shield, Sonix is going to be able to mix and just kind of dance around on him, which is what he's trying to avoid. Wow, he literally shaved this Hedgehog's nose off with that.
Unbelievable. I mean, yeah, the Hedgehog who lived. You literally just put the Harry Potter star on him, but oh, he did not appreciate the ride before. Cloud saying the only thing I ride are chocobos and snowboards. I don't have none of that.
Sonic is literally getting his grabs called out the majority of the time. Like, that's literally how Sparg0 has gotten the majority of his momentum going so far. He's either catching him in the air or whip punishing a grab attempt. And he's doing such an amazing job of doing that. Like, that's insane in-game awareness right now.
Yes, Sparg0, I mean, realizing that his character has the range with which to deal with Sonic's sort of stally options, as long as you keep the initial space in, and that really where it comes in. Like, the experience factor of Sparg0, having that in phase, both online and off, Sonic's going to have to negotiate that. And Sonic's definitely worthy offline in his own right. Certainly a force to be reckoned with down south. But it's going to be the spring, and
I'll be surprised if he makes that back. There is no way.
No, not after that. Having to use the limit on the climb hazard and then Sonic catching that. Beautifully done by the, I mean, what else could it be but the Sonic main, right? But
yeah, that was just a simple play for 33, but that was such good awareness to catch that neutral spot dodge. And then he just kind of starting to, like, oh wait, okay, he lost it there. I didn't know how, like, I don't know how fast that up air comes out on Cloud, but that combo breaker from it was actually came out that quick. Because I thought Sonix had a hitbox out there. Oh wow. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Literally, he played the perfect win objective in this matchup. He ledge trapped him. He did an amazing job of catching him in the air when it came to him landing. And to add icing to the cake, he was very well aware of the grab that, like, Sonix was always trying to get, and he, like, whiff punished it multiple times. I don't know how he's ever going to grab this man. And on top of that, the way he was setting up dash attack behind his projectile to just kind of cover the ground to where he couldn't really spin dash was easy ways for him to condition him to do what he wanted. That was just amazing play coming from Sparg0 for that first game.
Yeah, Sonix is going to have to adapt. You can't really camp out someone with this much experience dealing with the sort of gameplay that Sonic provides, generally speaking, on Wi-Fi. So Sparg0, I mean, running up in the middle of that spin dash, I mean, you really just ran up to the fastest thing alive and put a sword into his skull. Like, I don't know how you have the gumption to do that, but nevertheless, Sonic's going to have to deal with that, and we're seeing a character selection, perhaps. Or was that stage? There you go, stage.
A stage that I would definitely want to stay away from if I could would be getting rid of Triplat's frame 1. Like, you do not want to deal with Cloud's advantage state on Triplats as Sonic. That's just going to end badly for you.
Not even close. Yeah, seriously. At that point, you're playing the opposite of the floor is lava at that juncture, and you have so much less floor with which to negotiate. So give yourself some non-activity platforms, go to Kalos, and call it a day. Why not?
Absolutely. This is a pretty good neutral stage, too. And I mean, this isn't necessarily bad for Cloud as long as he plays it properly. You know, if he's not like just, running at, Sonic, which obviously he's not. He's playing a great game of just owing, okay, I know what options he has in this position. I'm going to place this here and I'll be fine. Like anytime like Sonix is picking something aggressive, as you can kind of see where Sparg0 is placing himself, he's just putting him in a position where I don't care what you do. If you release that, I know you can't reach me from this angle. So he's dancing around well inside of Sonic's blind spots.
Doing well to not grab the ledge initially, just kind of playing around down there, because you know that Sparg0 is generally not going to want to go down there, or at least, so you stay at least out of down air range. That's whatever, you're fine. But if Sparg0 decides to chase after Sonix, I mean, that could very well cost you the stock and cost you the momentum of the set.
He lived. Yeah. He was on the platform. That was surprising.
This is Sonix you're talking about. He's not really someone with which to be trifled. The offensive use of Limit Climb Hazard, that is something you don't see every day, but here you are, Super Smash Galaxy, and move to semifinals. You're bound to see some quality stuff. And a quality catch there from Sparg0 with the dash attack, and Sonix again going to have to find a way to dictate his will upon this set. Sparg0 just not letting him have it.
Yeah, right now Sparg0 is just playing amazing around what you can definitely tell that this is experience showing right now in this matchup. Like he knows everything Sonix wants to do, and he's playing perfectly. Oh god, I say that, and then he ends up getting thrown off stage. Here's the edge guard attempt, and there it goes. Sonix is right back in this, cleaning up that deficit he was in, but right back in the corner. Oh god, the commitment coming from Sparg0. He's back in neutral. Let's see what he does. Okay, got the down air. Double jump is burnt. Has to take the corner. Like, you see how Sparg0 positioned himself there? Like, but okay, the Sonic's reversal with fair. I'm surprised that worked. I guess it was because Nair was negative on hit in that situation coming from Sparg0. Back to the corner. But, like, he keeps on corralling Sonix to the corner and, like, winning these trades because he's just really well aware of what Sonic's supposed to do and disadvantage in this position. And there's the SD. Ooh, I hate to see it, man. Yeah. I've seen comebacks coming from Sonix before, so he can still fight his way out of this.
Yeah, but Sparg0 is doing so much to just simply oppress Sonix. There is no way that Sparg0 is going to let Sonix back into this.
Absolutely
Sonix,
not.
I feel like kind of has to rely on a mistake from Sparg0, and really, what kind of a position are you in if that's the case?
I mean, he's really got to just capitalize when he gets him off stage. Like, he tried to go for a spring attempt there, but that was an amazing wall jump coming from Sparg0, just to be able to maneuver around the spring as well as he did. Okay, air dodge into... Oh, my God, man. What that... Oh, my God. I cannot believe that did not hit. I swear to God that third hit connected. See? Like, Sparg0 literally knows the spring is coming and wall jumps just to move around it, but the forward smash, the Looney Tune punch is always there on deck, man. You know when you're coming off that ledge. They're always going to be putting that glove on ready to hit you with it. And it hits farther than that back air, I swear.
That thing has such range. It's a little ridiculous. I mean, it's gotten into, like, what? Into melee Marth grab meme territory, I want to say.
Probably.
It's getting there. Like, melee Marth grab has the benefit of time, but my oh my, does that sword have the benefit of length? Might as well have been a 2-stock. One of the faster games that we've seen Sonix play, and that is not something that he likes to hear right now. Also, can we talk about how Cloud really has 2 victory screens, but one is literally just the same thing, but from a different camera angle? Or
Honestly,
are we not ready to discuss that yet?
I don't think we're ready to discuss that. What I am ready to discuss is how amazing Sparg0 is when he truly understands his win condition. He
Oh, yeah.
literally doesn't have a weak position whenever it comes to taking advantage of this character he is fighting right now. Landings, he's got it on point. Neutral, on point. Ledge trapping, on point. Everything he is doing right now, like he's still making mistakes here and there that Sonix is taking advantage of to a point. But whenever it comes to like who's taking the most out of the openings, it's definitely Sparg0. It's definitely Sparg0 because he always knows exactly where Sonix is going to land and is always ready with some meaty hitbox every time.
I mean, he's been doing so well to just catch him off guard. However he possibly can. That, I mean, especially with that coming in on the dash attack, you know that Sonix is going to have to stay there for just a little bit to charge up that spin dash, so you have a little bit of room with which to come in with the dash attack. You know that you can throw out that neutral air and move backwards just a little bit, just because it stays out for, I want to say, about 10 or 11 frames. We go back to Kalos for game number 3. And clearly Sonix wants that one back, but what's Sonic's win condition here? Hoping, I would think, that Sparg0 doesn't tech on stage and get a little bit more of that damage that, like, you just saw in that interaction, right?
So the thing is with Sonix is like, the thing is with Cloud is like, what you want to take advantage of is one, when he doesn't have a jump, because once he loses that jump, he's kind of screwed, especially if he gets off stage. Now, if he has limit, that's a different story. But it's very similar to, like, he's got some similar win conditions. It's like going to be a lot of, you know, trapping him at ledge and just holding a lead. Like, if he does a good job of, like, maneuvering out of the corner and just making Sparg0 chase him, he's fine, which is what we're seeing right now. He adapted beautifully this first stock. Let's see how, but Sparg0 can definitely bring this back for how well he's playing East position. So he's going to have to keep this momentum because Sparg0 can bring it back in just a moment. Sparg0 keeps on putting out these dash attacks, trying to think where he's going to land because he knows the spin dash is coming. Luckily, I think Side B does not actually have iframes in the air, so he can definitely take advantage of that when he's using it as a landing option, which is exactly what you see Sparg0 doing. Starting to bring up a little percent here and there. Oh my god, that was a horrible whiff. He definitely needed that right there. Okay. Oh, wow. Dash attack being safe enough to be able to roll to avoid the grab. I'm actually kind of surprised that worked. Okay, there it is.
Now you're seeing Sonix kind of start to dictate the pace of the play a little bit, and we know the kind of pace that Sonix likes to go at. We will call it methodical.
We will say methodical.
Yes, but in a way, it kind of is. You know, he is all about the head games. He likes getting into the mind of the opponent, saying, "Oh yeah, I know you want to hit me. I know you know who I am." Certainly using his reputation to his advantage, and let me just say, it precedes him. But it is it's something that Sonix fully leans into, and you can't help but respect it no matter who you are. My question is, however, Ronan, is that we've seen him lose already before top 8 even. The top 8 qualifier was to Skittles, who awaits in losers final. So it makes you wonder just how much Sonix is going to need to adapt between now and that potential matchup in order to even get there, because you're dealing with another swordsman, and he's got an even bigger disjoint to his advantage.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the level of coverage of Skittles, and that's the thing. So, like, once, like, the game gets to a certain point, like, that's whenever it starts to become really, really hard to really make anything happen. Like, right here, like, Sonix is, like, fully taking advantage of Sparg0's blind spot right now and starting to kind of figure out, like, okay, I can wait for him to swing, and then I can take my opportunity to get past him. So he's using when Sparg0 is swinging as his visual cues to be able to, you know, option select around what he sees, which is very smart. On a flowchart, he would have already lost this by now.
Yeah. You're absolutely right, but then again, you have Sonix just trying to take advantage of the situation, looking for that full stock lead. He ostensibly has it, just needs to get that kill.
Yeah, right now he's definitely working for it. Sparg0's starting to, like, again, get the positioning he wants optimally, which is putting him in the corner and controlling center stage. But at the same time, Sonix is using golden spin dash to set up these whip punishes, and he's starting to, like, get a lot of success from it. See, that's ultimately what I'm thinking is swinging in Sonic's favor right now. It's like, yeah, he's definitely, like, you know, camping right now and just, like, you know, taking his time. But at the same time, he's paying attention to the patterns that's in front of him and fully converting into, like strong whip punishes and going for a mile. But right now, Sparg0, Oh, he dropped the opportunity.
Oh.
He dropped it. He had it right there, but I mean, you got to take it for a mile when you're playing in sets like this. But right now, he can still make this happen. He's got limit on deck. See how he sets up the ledge trap. See how he gets here. Oh, he tried to go for the call. Try to go for the play there. Goes for the up smash. Good DI coming from Sonix right now. Ledge trap opportunity. Again, Sparg0 trying to go for these call outs. But right now, it's just not working out. He's got a little over 3 minutes left on the clock. He can still make this work if he plays it smart. But right now,
Sparg0 cannot afford to be overzealous. Like, you're up 2-0 right now. A one more win gets you in, and for Sonix, it was 3, but certainly now the number has been shortened to 2 as, yeah, you know what? Grab that Chaos Emerald. You certainly earned it, Sonic. But
oh yeah,
and it's also just kind of dawning to me that the stream could potentially see a different win screen than we are, because we're not looking directly at the screen. But trust me, there was a Chaos Emerald on my screen, so take that and rewind it back. This is the killing blow that Sonix administered, the F smash to set it up, and then obviously, coming in with the forward aerial. But what I'm wondering, Sparg0, is what the difference in intact was for Sonix, because I'm not really seeing all that much different from Sonix, other than that really the initial sort of slowing down of the pace of play, and Sparg0 just kind of being more willing to throw those maybe a little bit more overly committal options out there. Was that wasn't just Sonix drawing it out, was it?
Okay, so it's a bit of both, at least from what I saw. The main thing is you got to understand, and I think everyone understands this whenever it comes to playing long sets against Sonix, it's or any Sonic player in general, it's a battle of mental endurance for how well your option coverage is whenever it comes to like him getting past you, and how well you mix up your habits. Like if you're dealing with, if Sonix is dealing with someone who is constantly like swinging out hitboxes and just whiffing in the air, Sonic has the mobility to set up these whiff punishes well, which is what Sonic started doing better, because you started to notice whenever he was in these bad positions, like how Sparg0 wanted to set up to cover him on landing. So he started throwing out more fakes and stuff like that to kind of bait out those options, and then he started finding his openings and taking it a mile. Right there towards the end, it kind of looked like Sparg0 finally had enough, and he just started just playing into Sonic's hands. So if he brings himself back, grounds himself, and goes back to what he knows again, and just kind of pays more attention to like the patterns that Sonix is picking up on and mixes it up, he'll be fine. And being the caliber that Sparg0 is, I don't really see that as a problem.
3, 2, 1,
so as we go into game number 4, step into the octagon. Welcome to Smashville, and again, it's a high ceiling, but you do not have a whole lot of space with which to roam around. Sparg0, very, very particular with the message that you're sending here. You are not going to have all that much room to fly around and zip around on the ground, so you're going to have to find another way to implement your game plan.
Absolutely, but right now Sonix is playing an amazing, with just amazing ways of just getting around him. Not with just spin dash either. Like he's picking like really smart ways of like using neutral air dodge and stuff like that as well. But right now, oh god, huge whiff, but not a big punish coming from it. You literally can force them whenever they whiff that. It is that laggy when they whiff. They actually whiff their neutral B, which is why you don't really see Sonix throwing it out much against a lesser player. You could literally spam that neutral, but he is very well aware that Sparg0 knows how to deal with that button.
Yeah, my heart kind of stopped. I don't know what yours did, but that was a little...
It skipped a beat. I'm not going to lie. It definitely did.
That counts, man. That counts as stopping. I'm just going to say, back air, Sonix trying to push this advantage. Sparg0 having none of it and turns garbage into gold with one swing of the sword.
No jump.
No jump. You just used your up B. You're going to have to use it again and plunge yourself into the depths below Sparg0. That's basically what you have to do when you come out here against Sonix. You have to just make Sonix use every single option that he has, but Sonix realizing that you can certainly do that, and yeah, that up air, it might be nerfed from Smash 4 to Ultimate, but it certainly still works, and when it connects, it capital C connects.
Oh, it absolutely does, and they kind of can just make shit up whenever they land it, too. You can only, get him in the corner. Yeah, it definitely can. Okay, all right. Got him back in disadvantage. Again, spins across the ledge. See, the thing is whenever he commits the spin dash, Sparg0 is fine with it because he just goes to the center stage and it kind of plays into one of his main win objectives, which is ledge trapping. So he just has to play around that. And honestly, Sonix just keeps on finding his way out of the corner, but every time he ends up in this juggle state, Sparg0 is right there. He whips the opportunity to get the frame trap on the neutral air dodge. Sparg0 is back on top of him, back at the ledge, got limit on hand. Oh boy, there it is, neutral B. Just gonna sit and shield, hold center stage. Like, that's honestly what's really, like, Sparg0's doing an amazing job. Like, watch this man's movement. He is just staying right around the platform and is just, like, letting Sonix, like, go to each corner and just keeps on, like, playing his position and playing it well. Because if he was trying to, like, force these huge meaty hits, he would have got whip punished already, and Sonix would have juggled him to the side already.
It's not something that you can force to happen. It's something you have to condition your opponent into making happen.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly why he deserved that second stock off of that up smash. Sonix, that wasn't just Sonix blindly running in to an F smash. This is a top online player. What are you looking for? I mean, this is Sparg0 at his absolute finest, at the pinnacle, and certainly looking for much more than a loser semifinals berth. He's looking for a berth, and then Skittles down into the depths goes Sonix. Sparg0 with a 2-stock victory and 3-1 over the Sonic mainstay. The blue blur busts out at 4th place. Sonix, a wonderful showing, but all signs point to Sparg0.
Sparg0 played that matchup flawlessly. He played the ledge exactly the way he was supposed to. He played whenever Sonic had to land flawlessly as well. His bait and punish game was great, and he focused on the main aspect, which was the act second and control center stage. Everything I saw was just exactly what I would imagine you would have to play this matchup to do. I am very impressed.
It's so impressive what we just saw from him. And yeah, as we're looking back at these replays, these are all things that, I mean, Sonix had to earn that one stock, and he did so masterfully. But we're looking at this first stock here, I believe, from Sparg0, where you basically just exhausted all of Sonic's options. Had absolutely, you have nothing to do after that, and it really just comes down to how well you play your advantage, how well you're able to keep your opponent in waiting. And now you kind of wonder, if you're Sparg0, how you transition from that to another kind of spacing with Skittles, because you know that you're going to have to deal with some decent boxing options. You know that if you whiff on one of your aerials, you don't really have the means to deal with what is coming to you.